TornadoTrax is a real-time product that we use radar data for all over the US to analyze the rotation in the storms. So it gives people a real-time idea of where a tornado is as it's happening. In the US, especially in Tornado Alley from Texas up through the Midwest, tornadoes are frequent. If you have distribution lines all over Texas, in a given year, you're going to be impacted by a tornado at some point in time. Anybody that uses ArcGIS software can pull it into their maps and applications that they've created in real time. And that way they can see where any tornadoes may have impacted their infrastructure, which they've already mapped in their own applications. And that way they can, send people and equipment directly to the impacted areas as quick as possible. And they can also assess, if a tornado's crossed a road that may now be impassable, they make sure they send responders to those assets from the right direction. Just to kind of show what people have traditionally to work with when they're trying to find out where a tornado path has been. This was a tornado event from May 28th, 2019. These are storm spotter reports that are called into the National Weather Service. So this is all you have. It's hard to connect the dots. TornadoTrax provides a swath that clearly depicts where a tornado has been, where the strongest rotation was. The radar can't necessarily tell you where a tornado has been on the ground or if there's a tornado on the ground. It can just tell you about how strong it's rotating. But the stronger the rotation, the more likely there could be a tornado on the ground. And when you couple it with the tornado reports from the Weather Service that are called in by storm spotters, you can get a really good idea of where that storm track would have been. The only other tool that people have kind of typically used to look at tornado damage typically doesn't come out for maybe 2 or 3 days after the fact. It's what the National Weather Service does after a large tornado. They go out and they actually do a ground survey. And so this is what they surveyed after the fact. The real tornado damage path is narrower, and it's typically on the right-hand side of the TornadoTrax polygon in the direction that the storm is moving. It's a unique product in that it's not something that you can find anywhere. It's something that we've put a lot of effort into quality controlling the data to create a real-time product, and then also to make it available as a data service for Esri users, but then anybody else that's doing any kind of GIS mapping applications can put the real-time data into their application.